Love yourself. My mama don't like you and she likes everyone. And I never liked to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in myself, didn't see what's going on. But now I know I'm better sleeping on my own.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I feel like I haven't filmed in this spot in a really long time, so I'm pretty excited about it. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. I feel like I say that about like all videos though. It's going to be like a little bit different. But actually, I feel like I've never really put these two things in one of my videos, like exercise and eating healthy. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but that's what today's video is going to be. It's going to be just a whole bunch of fun. I'm really excited to talk about this. I've kind of struggled with how I want to go about this video, so hopefully you guys enjoy it and find it interesting and entertaining and all that. And I did kind of want to start off with a little bit of background on myself. Number one, I'm a really picky eater. If you know me in real life, you know that I basically like nothing. And so I've been getting better and stuff like that, but I'm really picky, so it makes it very difficult for me to find foods that I like and to be healthy in that way. I also have a really big sweet tooth that I blame my dad for, so that's also a problem. And then when it comes to my exercise routine, I danced competitively for basically all of high school and all of middle school, so I was dancing like 5-6 days a week constantly, so I never really had a problem with exercising until I got to college, when I completely stopped exercising because I just didn't have time. And I know some of you guys are like, you can make time, but when you have friends, homework, and YouTube, it's kind of difficult to like prioritize. And if you also want to get sleep, totally understandable. But yeah, finding time to exercise was just a little bit difficult these past couple of years, and so now that I'm out of school and I have the time, I've kind of made it a priority, or at least I'm trying my best to make it a priority in my life, and I wanted to share all of that stuff with you guys. And I try my best to keep my channel super positive, and I don't really show you guys the side of me that is really insecure or talks about negative things, but I did want to kind of throw that out there, that my number one security is definitely my body, and it's hard being on camera all the time and seeing all these other girls on YouTube that have amazing bodies and all this stuff when you're just totally not built the same way as them, and you kind of have to realize that. And I just kind of wanted to throw that out there in case any of you guys are struggling with the same issues as me, because I'm totally right there with you, and some days are good and some days are bad, and it's kind of just like being confident in yourself, and especially your body, is quite difficult as a girl these days. And I just kind of wanted to do my best to tell you guys that I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect when it comes to that kind of stuff, or anything really, obviously. But I just kind of wanted to make this video to show you guys how I'm starting off really small, because I feel like I'm starting from scratch again, because my stamina is like down the drain after not doing exercise or dancing for 2 years. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw this video in there to hopefully get some of you guys motivated with me. And I'm gonna try and make this video not too long, but I'm having a very difficult time gathering my thoughts. Alrighty, so starting off with what I like to do at the gym. Obviously, the first thing that I have to do is get on my sweet jams from my Spotify playlist. If you aren't following me on Spotify, definitely check it out. I'll have a link down below. But I like to start off with a little bit of cardio, and I hate running, so I always go to the elliptical. Once I've done that for about 30 minutes, I like to go ahead and work on my legs and my arms, or whatever I'm really feeling that day. So I love this machine. I think it works my legs really well. And then I also like this machine, and I also really like the rower. The rower is super fun. I've just started to get into that, and I think it works really well. I basically just make the rounds on all the different machines I like to use, or that I know how to use properly. And then sometimes I like to grab a weight and do some other arm exercises, and then I like to go ahead and grab a mat and do some butt exercises. And obviously I can't show myself in a Zumba class, but if I could, I totally would, because Zumba is literally my life. I love it so much, and it's a really great form of exercise because it's like dancing, but it's totally like distraction exercise. So definitely check out a Zumba class if you like that kind of stuff. And to finish off, I usually end with a good stretch so I can keep up my flexibility, and it also just feels really good, and it's a nice little cool down before I get in the car and go home. So that is usually what I do to finish off my workout.
Now moving on to my after gym routine, because I thought you guys might be interested in this. I basically start off by showering off my body just so I'm not stanky for the rest of the day. You guys know that's not cute. So I go ahead and just shower off my body. Rarely do I wash my hair just because I don't wash my hair a lot in general, so just wash my body. And then I like to move on to skincare because I find that if I wear foundation or any face makeup to the gym, I am going to break out and it's not cute. So I tend to not wear makeup to the gym, obviously, step number one. But then I like to give my skin a really nice cleanse after, and lately I've been using the Exposed Skincare Kit, and it is really awesome. It's for acne prone skin, but it's also for sensitive skin, which I feel like when you think of acne treatments, you always think of really harsh chemicals that are going to dry out your skin and kind of irritate it, but that is so not the case with this stuff. You do get 6 different products in the kit, but the ones that I've been using the most are the cleanser, which I just used previously, and then this is the clearing tonic, which is like a toner type product, so it's really liquidy. So I just like to pat that into my skin using my fingers, and then after that I use the acne treatment serum, and you can use that under your makeup. So if I was going to apply makeup after this, that would totally be okay. And I just find that all these products are really natural. They smell really good, and they have salicylic acid in most of them, so that's going to help your acne. And then they also have green tea in them, which is good for inflammation, and it also just makes it smell good. You also get a moisturizer and a scrub, and so I wanted to demonstrate to you guys that the scrub is actually kind of like sandpaper, but it works really well. It's very gentle and very fine. And overall, I just think this is a really good skincare line, so if you're interested, I will have a link down below.
Moving on to my healthy eating little tips and tricks or things that I've been changing. The first one is I'm cutting out soda and fast food. I think that that's super important. I know it can be super difficult to cut out those things, especially if you live a busy life and you're always on the go and you just need something super quick and easy. But yeah, soda, fast food, not good, so I'm cutting those out. When it comes to late night snacking, I have a really difficult problem with this because I'm always hungry after dinner. I don't know what it is, but I always like having a late night snack. Normally I would have like toast or like cereal or something, and having carbs at night is just not the best, so I've been trying my best to cut that out and opt for something else. I also have a really big sweet tooth, like I mentioned, and that usually comes up at night, so I've been having fruit with cookie butter or peanut butter lately. Cookie butter and apples is like amazing, so if you guys haven't tried that, definitely do that. I also really like raspberries and strawberries, so that's kind of what I've been munching on at nighttime to cut those cravings and also stay a little bit healthier. Another thing that I have been trying my best at is trying new recipes, because I personally don't like cooking, unfortunately. I wish I did. I really wish I did, but I don't. So I find it really hard to make full meals of healthy things because I just find it so boring. So I got a crock pot for Christmas, and I feel like that's really helping because you can basically just throw a whole bunch of stuff into the crock pot and then it cooks for like 8 hours and it's great. So I've been trying that, and I've been doing healthier meals with that, and I think that's super handy. So if you guys are kind of on the same page as me with that, with like hate cooking but need to eat healthy, definitely get a crock pot. I think it's a really good fun way to try new recipes, and you actually are like excited to try something new. So yeah, crock pot has been one of my favorites lately. That pretty well wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it somewhat entertaining, and hopefully you learned something. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you're just seeing my face for the first time, make sure you hit that button because that would be awesome. I'd love to have you here on my channel, and yeah, I will see you lovely people in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!
You need to know.